Chia. Welcome to the news video. I'm very happy to be with all of you and to share my speech experience of a game. Welcome, and now let's get started with the video. Let's start. Hello everyone again. Today I would like to talk about a simple object that has the power to transform our cities, our health, and even our future. Yes, of course, the bicycle. The bicycle was invented in 1817 by the German Baron Karl Drais. His invention was called the racing or running machine. It didn't have pedals. People propelled themselves forward by pushing their feet against the ground. A round of applause for this gentleman. Well done, you are the best. Let me start with a question. How many hours do we spend stuck on traffic every week? Okay. In large cities like Bogota, Mexico, or New York, traffic congestion, air pollution, and stress have become part of daily life. We often look for complex technological solutions, but sometimes the answer is much simpler. The bicycle is not just a means of transportation, it is a sustainable, healthy, and accessible solution to many urban problems. In this presentation, I will explain providing the bicycle use as essential for sustainable urban mobility, focusing on three main aspects: environmental benefits, healthy advantage, and social impacts. Continue the environmental impact. First, let's talk about the environmental dimensions. Transportation is one of the main sources of carbon dioxide emission worldwide. Cars produce greenhouse gases that contribute to climate change and air pollution. In contrast, bicycles produce zero emissions. Every time a person chooses a bike instead of a car for a short distance, they reduce their carbon footprints. If more people use bicycles daily, cities will experience, for example, lower levels of air pollution, reduced noise pollution, less depends on fossil fuels. Cleaner is mean for wear, respiratory disasters, and better quality of life. Moreover, bicycles require much less space than cars. This means cities could reduce traffic congestion and even restrict urban space to include more parks and green areas instead of large parking lots. In this way, cycling supports environmental sustainability and urban transformation in the same time. Okay. Continue with this speech. I want to show you the health benefits. Modern lifestyles are increasingly sedentary. Many people spend our cities, our works, in transportation, at home, and dislike of physical activity contributes to obesity, cardiovascular disease, diabetes, or mental health problems. Cycling is accessible for our physical exercise. It improves cardiovascular health, muscular strength, endurance, and mental well-being. And regular cycling reduces stress and anxiety because physical activity stimulates the release of endorphins, which are natural mood boosters. In addition, people who cycle to work often report feeling more energetic and productive during the day. Therefore, promoting bicycle isn't only a transportation policy in also a public health strategy. There are important part in this topic, in this issue. For example, social and economic impact. Beyond environmental and health benefits, cycling also has important social and economic implications. For example, bicycles are affordable, unlike cars. They don't require fuel. Continue with this speech. It's very important social and economic impact. Beyond environmental and healthy benefits, cycling also has important social and economic implications. For example, bicycles are affordable, unlike cars. They don't require gasoline, insurance, or high maintenance costs. This makes mobility more accessible for people from different socioeconomic backgrounds. Second, increased bicycle use can reduce traffic congestion, which saves time and increase productivity. Productivity, sorry. And third, cities has invest in cycling infrastructure such as bike lanes and parking areas, often experiencing growth and logical business. Cycling are more likely to stop and shop in local store compared to drivers. In this sense, bicycle contribute more inclusive and economically dynamic communities. Or finally, points, challenges and solutions. Of course, promoting bicycle use also involves challenges. Some people worry about safety, lack of infrastructure, or long community distance. To address these concerns, governments must invest and save bike lanes, improve routes, safe education, integrate bicycle with public transportation. Creating a cycling culture requires both public policy and citizen commitment. Change doesn't happen overnight, but small daily decisions can lead to significantly long-term transportation. Right? Okay, right. To truly conclude, the bicycle is not just a means of transportation, it is a symbol of hope, responsibility, and change. Every time we choose to pedal instead of pollute, we choose near for air for our children, healthier bodies for ourselves, and fairer cities for everyone. Real transportation doesn't always come from massive innovation and powerful engines. Sometimes it begins with a simple decision, the decision to move differently. So the next time you see a bicycle, don't just see two wheels, see a future that's a green, kinder, and more human. Because the road to change is not power be felt, it's power be us. It doesn't matter if your bicycle is expensive or cheap, or brand new, beautiful or simple. Your bicycle is powerful, right? Go ahead, join to the moment and help us transform the world. Every small effort counts, and every pedal stroke brings us closer to the real change. Well, we have reached the end of our video. Thank you so much for joining me and for being part of the journey. Remember, two wheels can change the world, but first they can change your life. See you the next video. Keep moving, keep believing, and keep pedaling toward your best version. Thank you for watching, and don't stop riding toward your dreams. Your bicycle could be your bestie, right? Bye bye. See you next video.